What's up, everyone? Welcome to another cracka crumbs update. Um, just kind of a, well, not really. It's more like a random update. No unboxing yet. I'm supposed to get a package today. Who knows if I do? Obviously, I'll make another update. Um, but as of now, the tracking on one of my packages just sucks, and it's kind of like a stalemate. Don't know where it is, so that's gonna be fun. And my Midtown Comics one, I don't know if that's coming today or if that's coming tomorrow. But worst case scenario, I get them all on Monday, and then I'll do an update then. But learned a couple of new things, and I actually had a kind of a funny, somewhat story to tell. I've been watching YouTube videos. It's actually early in the AM. It's time is it? It's 10:30 in the morning. So top of the morning to you. Or you can do Scottish morning. There you go. Something like that, yeah. I'm weird in the morning. I'm actually weird at night. The only time I'm not really weird is between 12 and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I'm kind of normal. So, if you need me normal, try that. Anyway. I'd like to thank King Joe for the shout out on his video. Very cool. I was watching the video. I liked it a lot when he was discussing his collection in the future. And totally true. Totally true on there. So if you want to know what he said, check out his video. He has a nice cat. Very cool cat. Cat didn't look too thrilled to be there, but he was happy that it was on the boxes. So, a cool cat, though. And, I can't remember what the hell I was going to say. Oh, yeah, now I remember. I was watching Captain Strangelove, who he makes me laugh. And he actually was saying something about CGC, which just it was good advice, stuff like that. He was talking about CGC versus PGX, and a pretty big difference in them, because like I said, a couple updates I was talking about CGC. CGC apparently is like a more well-known company, obviously, because it was the first one to do it. And the way they grade it, he was saying they're pretty stingy when they give out, like, if they give out a 10, it's very, very rare. And they usually get a lot more submissions than PGX. So, from what he was saying, is that PGX is kind of lax on certain things. I guess they give higher grades that CGC wouldn't have given a higher grade to. So, say, for instance, I'm going to use this because people have been asking me about this already. And that's the Incredible Hulk 181 that I just got. A 1.8 for a CGC. From what I understand, one of my friends was telling me that a PGX probably would have gave this a 3.5. So there's a pretty big difference right there. I mean, my friend was asking me why would I buy a 1.8, and I've seen people that have, lesser numbers, so I'm not really, it's not about that. I got it because the last Wolverine book I had, when I had it, it wasn't a CGC, and it was just rotted, it was destroyed, and it just wasn't really all that great. And I was looking for one that I wanted to keep for my collection, that I wouldn't sell, that I want to have, and put it in a nice spot, and just say that's awesome. And this is it. I mean, it may be a 1.8, but it actually looks really, really good. The only real flaw I saw, well, the one big thing is that it's not intact. It's missing the Marvel stamp, which is a really big deal. So if you are looking to buy this and get a good copy, make sure that the Marvel stamp is in there. It's on like the 10th page. It's the She-Devil or whatever it is. So a lot of books, a lot of these don't have that. So if you do go to a comic book store and they're selling it out of CGC, ask them to look at it. Make sure that that the Marvel stamp is in there, because if you want to get it to, have a good collection, or have it that you want to resell it eventually, a lot of people look for that, and I wasn't even aware of that until recently. But I knew about this one because it actually had it on the top. It said it's incomplete. The only thing missing is the stamp, and the only real damage to the book is really right here in the Hulk's arm right there is like a scuff mark. But that's about it. I mean, it's a pretty good looking copy. So I mean, what the hell? I'm keeping it. I'm not getting rid of it. It's mine. So I'm happy. I'm like I said, eventually I'll probably get a higher grade one if I ever want to sell it. If I get my store, maybe I'll find a higher grade one to sell. And like King Joe's video, he was saying about the variants and how people ripping them off, and how he was talking of a story that a dealer ripped off somebody that came in with a lot of books, and gave him $600 for books that were worth a lot more money than that. It's funny because I'm actually still sore. So don't mind me. I'm kind of like old, trying to move and get myself back together. I was helping my fiance, his mother, moving furniture, and it kind of just did a little damage. But besides that, I was at the comic book store yesterday. I was looking around, and again, uh, when I was discussing in the other updates about the variants with Spider-Man, how they were charging 50, $60, I actually, this was just, it's just funny. I don't know if it's karma or what do you want to call it, but I'm sitting there and I was looking through some stuff because I didn't know if I wanted to buy anything or not because I was still kind of pissed at them. And I was looking at a couple comics, and this kid came in, almost exactly what I was saying. A kid comes in, pointed to Spider-Man, told his father that was there, "Oh my God, look, it's Spider-Man. You know, it's it's when he got bit. You know, it's the first Spider-Man. Oh my God." And the father didn't have any idea. You know, he's like, "Oh," he's like, "Really?" And he's like, "It's only, $60." He's like, "That's a pretty good deal. You know, we'll get that." And me, I probably shouldn't have because I guess well, I don't even really care if it pissed them off because I was gonna do it anyway, even though I probably shouldn't have, especially in the store. But I went up to the kid. I said, "That's not the real Spider-Man." I was like, "It's not the one where he gets his powers." I was like, "It's a variant of a new book that came out." And one of the workers there just kind of got pissed, like, and he ran and went to go tell his boss that I screwed them out of a sale. And when the kid realized that it wasn't like the real Spider-Man, it was a variant. He's like, "Oh well, it's got to be worth something because it's a variant. You know, I know all variants are worth a lot of money." I was like, I told him, I was like, if you really want, I was like, go online, go to Midtown Comics. I was like, they're selling them for $5 a piece. I was like, it's not worth the $60. And the kid's father, like, shook my hand. He said, "I really appreciate this." He goes, "You saved me a lot of money." He's like, "I really don't have that much money to spend." And my son wants to get in the comics. He's been reading the comics online. This would have been his first comic, and it almost brought a tear to my eye. I was like, "Oh man." I was like, I knew it. I knew it was gonna come around to that one day, and that's I'm happy I helped the kid out. I mean, like I said, the owner of the store was pretty pissed, and I'm like, you know what, dude? I was like, that's just messed up to try to do that to a kid, and he was gonna take the kid's money too. He was ready to oh yeah, it's the first Spider-Man. Yeah, yoink. That. And then I told the kid, I was like, if you really want the first Spider-Man, I was like, it's probably like the cheapest one you'd find would be like a .5, and they're probably a couple $1,000s. And the kid was like, "Oh wow, really?" I was like, "Yeah, you gotta look." And I told the father if he wants, he should go get an Overstreet price guide. It's like $30, $40, something like that. I was like, it'll help him out if he wants to decide, and you're not getting ripped off. And the father was he was just very grateful. He's like, "I really do appreciate this," and you should have your own store. And I was like, oh man. So if I ever open my own store, which I'm still trying to do, when I open it, I'm not gonna say if I ever. I'm gonna say when, because I got to think positive on that. When I open it, hopefully the father will watch this YouTube and thing, and when I actually announce where it's gonna be located and stuff like that, and he'll come down and visit, and that'd be cool. Moving on to another part of it I was thinking about. My fiance got pissed. I was actually filming episode number 40 of Cracka as I get the hair out of my eye. There we go. Okay, we're good now. I was filming number 40 of Cracka, and it was basically I was going to mess around and show everybody my fiance's comic book collection that she's starting to let grow. And she got pissed. She's like, "Don't show everybody the comics, they're going to laugh at me." And so I kind of did a little bit of a switch. I'm still going to show you her comics, but probably not on episode 40. When she's not looking, I'm going to film it a little better. Episode 40, I might continue the book, the box of books I was showing before. That's the stuff after my X Factor collection, just the rest of the stuff in the box. I was going to do something different, but I also was thinking maybe I'll just show you all my trade paperbacks, my entire bookcase, just to change things up a little bit. But it's up to you. I'll leave it up to everybody. If you want to see the trade paperbacks first, I mean, I'm going to get to them eventually anyways, but I figured if you want to switch it up, you let me know. Or I can just film the rest of the box and get that box out of the way, kind of. Or you will see my girlfriend's collection soon, following episode, because I've got to do it when she's working. When she's not home, I can just film the thing, so. So don't laugh at her, though. She's it's a work in progress, and I am still sore. But anyway, that's the stuff that I figured out. I learned today. It was pretty cool. And like I said, I watched King Joe's video. It was very cool. Had a lot of good points. I figured that story might make people laugh and just say, "Wow, this is just insane how stores are really doing that." And it's the morning. I forget. My friend was actually telling me a pretty crazy story that happened to him as well. He was in a comic book store in California. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the hell he was, you know, getting there, but he was saying the same kind of thing. That I think it was he was saying that Spider-Man #1, like the one that had the multi different colors, like the platinum, the whatever it is, the silver, the gold, the green, stuff like that. They had the different colors, and they had X-Men #1 with the different covers. And he said that they were, because if you look at them, a couple of the Spider-Man one are worth a little more than the others, just because the color, they're supposed to be rarer and stuff like that. Which King Joe is kind of right in thing. If you give them a couple of years, they just drop. And, you know, it's all about timing, really. That's what I say. You know, you never know. Like if you buy something now for $100, a year from now you're gonna get it for 20, and you're gonna kick yourself. But it's really up to you. It's up to you what you want to collect and when you want to collect it. So it really comes down to your own personal decisions. But he was saying that they had the different colors of Spider-Man #1, and then they had the different covers of X-Men, and they were going for. I think he was selling the platinum Spider-Man. He said was $400, and then the silver one was $200. The regular #1 was $100, and he said the X-Men covers, the Magneto one was $67. The Wolverine one was $150, and then the Wolverine, the bigger, like the one with all the covers, was like $300. And I was like, really? I was like, I just bought all 5 of those for like $2 online, and I was like, that's just insane. But that's right there. That's what we're talking about. It's just getting a little crazy. That's why I'm my comic book store, man. I'm not ripping people off. I just can't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it to somebody. I mean, I know you got to make money, but you don't have to do it where you just really bend the person over, and you know, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, thanks for watching the update, and thank you to all my new subscribers. Firestorm, new subscriber, appreciate it. Very cool. I love getting all the new subscribers. People subscribing on my Facebook stuff. Thank you. Very cool. Like I said, the YouTube stuff, I usually have the best. I started off there, and then I kind of work my way backwards, which is weird, but YouTube has the better things, so remember that. Anyway, I'll probably might see you making an update later, because if I get a package, I'm going to do the update. So I try not to do too many in a day, but lately that's been going on because it's just stuff I would forget it if I didn't do it on video right away. But anyway, I've been rambling, and thanks again to King Joe, Cursive Man, thank you. And I will see everybody later in the next update or the episode, whichever. Remember, you decide. Do you want me to film the rest of the box I was continuing with, or do you want me to show you my trade paperbacks as a change-up? Let me know, and then I will film it. Later.